Alright, in this scene we're looking at economy with inventory enabled. This is an integration demo and can be found in the RevFramework integrations folder under economy, scenes. Up to now we've only seen the currency only version where everything was money based. In this setup we're adding an IItemStore, so the system can now work with both money and inventory backed item flows. In this scene we're focusing on buy, sell and reward, while keeping craft intentionally out of scope for now. Before we run the scene, let's take a quick look at how this panel is set up. At the top, we've got our Preflight mode and optional policy, which control how the UI evaluates actions before execution. Under that, we're watching a single currency, in this case gold. Then we've got the sample data that drives each operation. For buy, we're charging 250 gold and delivering a wooden sword into the inventory. For sell, we're removing that same item and returning a gem as the payout. You'll notice we're using different GUID values for these items. That's intentional. The system doesn't require a specific structure here, as long as they can be resolved to a definition. We'll go into GUID handling in more detail in the inventory videos, but for now, just think of these as item identifiers resolved at runtime. The important part for this scene is how these values flow through the economy system, not how they're defined. Craft is left empty here, as we're not bringing the crafting system into this scene yet. Alright, let's run it. Before we start interacting, just a quick orientation on the scene. On the right there we've got the currency basics panel, which we'll use to seed and observe balance. In the middle we've got the inventory panel, so we can clearly see items being added and removed. And on the left we've got the economy panel, which is where all the transactions are actually driven. So anything we do on the left, you'll see reflected in both currency and inventory. In other integration scenes, you'll see currency, inventory, and crafting used together directly. That's the manual approach, where you control each step yourself. In this scene, we're using the economy layer, which coordinates those sim systems for you. So both approaches are valid. It just depends on how much control or structure you want. Now we'll start by seeding some currency and making sure we've got a few items in the container. Now let's start with a buy. This goes through the shop service and performs a full transaction. Money is debited first, and then the item is delivered into the container. If everything succeeds, you'll see both the currency decrease and the item appear in the inventory. Now let's try a sell. Sell works in the opposite direction. The item is removed first, and then the payout is applied to the currency. Again, if everything succeeds, both systems stay in sync. Now if we try craft, you'll see it's still unavailable. That's intentional. Even though inventory supports crafting flows, this scene is focused specifically on economy and inventory integration without bringing the crafting system into play yet. So craft is blocked here on purpose, just to keep the teaching surface focused and progressive. Finally, let's look at reward. Reward grants currency first, and then attempts to add items. And this is an important detail. If the item add fails, the currency is not rolled back. That's a deliberate design choice, and we'll explore that more in the next scene. Across all of these actions, you can see the same pattern. Preflight checks guide the UI, but the actual operation result is always the truth. So this scene shows the full economy plus inventory integration, with clean coordination between currency and item systems. In the next scene, we'll deliberately break parts of that flow to see exactly how rollback and failure handling behave in practice.